Hey everybody, what's up? I'm going to start to do some more live streams through Crowdcast here. Um, Today I'm going to go over my process for blogging and SEO. I was just on Facebook uh, earlier and somebody was asking me, hey, can you share your process? Because I was talking about how over the past year, my SEO has been killing it. But I wanted to explain how I did that, some of the things that I went through, some of the mistakes I made on how to get to top one, top two, top three in my hometown when people search for Durham wedding photographer and wedding photographers in Durham, things like that. And you can go search that, challenge me if you'd like to, but I'm up there. It's awesome. And every single wedding that I have booked this year has been through Google right now. And almost all my inquiries are through Google now. So something's working, and I'm going to show you what I'm doing and try to explain. And if you have any questions, pop them over here on this side where it says say hello, or you can ask a question down there where it says ask a question. So I'm going to show you my screen really quickly. And so this is my Squarespace blog. This is a shoot I did in Chapel Hill, North Carolina at this place called Merritt's Pasture. Rima and Yosa for my couple. So this is what my Squarespace backend looks like. And there's my blog. And so I'll just go through and explain everything that I do. So I used to do the kind of spammy thing that that we all have done when we start off, saying like best wedding photographers in North Carolina, right? I used to do that, but I didn't like the way that looked as I started to get more and more work. So I changed it to just their first names here. It made it more personal. But what I did is I started adding in the location. This gives my audience a good idea as to where the places I shoot. And it also is great for SEO to have the location in the title of your blog, like so. Same thing with the initial text right below the title. This is important to have the location name, the nearest big city, and then I make sure to add tags like wedding, photography, adventure is another word that I like to have in there often. So that's really all I do with text. So I'll click edit and show you what it looks like when I actually go in there. So add a gallery, and then I upload all my photos right here. And so what I do after I upload the photos is I click on this little gear here. And now I can give each image a title and a description. Okay. And you can give a URL for when people click on that individual image, if you'd like to do that as well. I don't do that. This is what I do. I create a somewhat generic title and description, and I use the same text for both. Okay, so I will I do this for like 3, 4, 5 images at a time, and then change it up. Okay, so for example, this one I did Merritt's Pasture, Chapel Hill, and Sea. So this image has the potential to show up when people Google Merritt's Pasture, Chapel Hill, and Sea, right? So I click save, and I go through and I just copy that text, click the next gear, and I paste it in. And then, so like if you look down at this one, I did that. Let's see what I did in this one. So this one's different, right? So Durham is right up the road. So I just put Durham NC wedding photographers as the title and text, right? The reason why I'm changing it is I want to have a lot of diverse tags and descriptions and titles. So here's a totally different one: Chapel Hill and Sea outdoor weddings. And then I just copy it and paste it into the description too. I just don't care at this point. It apparently does not. It's not affecting my ability to get clients, right? So I'm fine with that. I know a lot of people say that is something Google doesn't like, but as long, or at least in my experience, as long as you don't do it too much, it doesn't seem to be that big a deal to Google. So I just skip every few images and add a different one. So they were a Middle Eastern couple from Jordan. So that was another tag I threw in there as Middle Eastern outdoor wedding photography, right? And added that on a few of those. And I make sure every single image has some type of tag. Okay. So that's one way that I do it. I don't think there's anything in design that I do. Nope. All right. And let's see. So the other thing is, okay, settings is the next thing. So if I'm back here blogging and I go into click on the actual settings, it's different than the gallery settings, right? This is where I do my gallery settings, but then I have my whole blog settings here. I'll full screen that to show y'all that I can't do that actually. So down here at the bottom is where I have my tags. So everything that you saw a minute ago as a description and a title for each image is down here as a tag. That helps the whole blog show up in Google when people Google those tags. Now the categories are actually just for my own backend blog organization. So for example, when I tag my blogs with weddings, they automatically get categorized in my wedding and couples blog. Okay, so if I blogged or if I added a category just couples, then it would be added in my couples one, right? I'm almost doing couples and weddings on every single one because I'm just doing couples and weddings right now, which is awesome. But I used to just tag it with couples, but now I do both. Okay, so it's just another way to pull up a specific category, and this is why that's important in Squarespace if you're a Squarespace user, because so what you're looking at is actually the not linked. You can't see this blog by itself. Let's see, where am I? There it is. So that's the blog in Squarespace right there. When you click on that, you see all this stuff. You know, like I did a teenage shoot the other day, and that shows up here, right? Most of it's wedding couples. Like there's some education stuff. Here's some experimental things. There's some stuff I did with Shot Kit and Smart Slides, right? There's some musicians. So they're all here. And so what I did, whenever you go to my homepage, you don't see all these other ones. What you see is the page that I created called blog right here. And now you're only seeing the blog posts that are tagged with or are categorized as weddings and couples. And I'll show you. This is a summary block that I added in Squarespace. So if you click here, what you're able to do is choose, what did I do? So I chose blog, and then I went over to display, and let me make sure I'm telling you right. Went over to blog, went over to display, and what else did I do? So the one thing that I'm looking at is I'm trying to show you how to use a category. There it is. Okay. So the category filter. So what this does when I added the word couples here in the category filter is it, in this summary block in Squarespace, it only added the blog posts that I had tagged with the couples category. Okay. So all of those other posts that you saw are not on here. And every time I add a new blog and tag it with this, it automatically adds it to my couples summary here. Okay. So that is the gist of how I do my SEO and blogging. If you have any questions, still leave them over here, or you can contact me, find me on Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff. Mark Maya Photo. Thanks for listening, and talk to you later. Bye.